This one definitely ain't over.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Purdy going to the air right away. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
16 more on that one and another first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, He's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
Nipped. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Saquon Barkley.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 68 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Flush to his right.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big pickup of 38.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. In motion, the tight end.
Let's go. Number 53, Mike 53.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught. Now inside the 25. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel taking it in. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Well, the defender likes it. 115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Forced out to his left. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Rolling to his left. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, 4th and long here, late second quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert. But now, not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick-6 the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
Well, Brandon, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
And here comes a return from the middle.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return.
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Herbert.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And just shedding him off there. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Barkley inside handoff. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts.
This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Up the middle with Barkley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw,
Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
they certainly do, but let's face it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
No, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just...
Oh, wide open, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson.
38 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time on Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing right away. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give to Barkley out of the gun. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. Loose inside the 30. Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 64 yards. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They go play action with Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full.
There he goes, left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give them a manageable 3rd down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned 2nd and long into not just a 1st down, but a huge play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. They'll go to Barkley again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He may go. Saquon Barkley.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 93 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.